This tutorial is for 4th grade, Module 6, Lesson 7. In this lesson, we're going to identify the value of decimals so we can add them. The directions say write a decimal number sentence to identify the total value of the number discs. So we have different sections showing different place value discs. The first two discs are each tens. We have two tens, which is the same as 20. In the next section, I have 5 discs. Each disc is a tenth. We would call that 5/10. In decimal form, that would be 0.5. The 5 is in the tenths place. In the last section, I have 3 discs. Each disc is a hundredth, and I would write that as 3/100ths, putting my 3 in the hundredths place. Now, when I add my 3 numbers, I have 20 whole numbers, 5/10, and 3/100ths. I would read this number as 20 and 53/100ths. The reason I read it this way is because the 5/10ths is the same thing as 50/100ths. So in all, I have 53/100ths. Looking at the next problem, I have 5 discs. Each disc is 100. That would be 500 in all. Then I have 4 more discs. Each disc is 100th. That would give me 4/100ths. The 4 is in the second place after the decimal, which is the hundredths place. When I combine these two, I get 500 for my whole numbers, and then just 4/100ths for the decimal. I would read this as 500 and 4/100ths. In the next section, we're going to use the place value chart to answer the questions, and we're to express the value of the digit in unit form. The first question says the digit blank is in the hundreds place. We need to make sure that when we read our unit word that we're paying attention to the end, because sometimes it's easy to mix up our hundreds and our hundredths. So I'm looking for the digit in the hundreds place, and that would be a 4. So the 4 is in the hundreds place. It has a value of 400. The next question says the digit blank is in the tens place. And again, we want to make sure that we're looking at tens and not tenths. So in my tens place, I have a 1. If I have 1/10, that is a value of 10. Question C says the digit blank is in the tenths place. So I move to my tenths place. That would be an 8. It has a value of 8/10. And the last question says the digit blank is in the hundredths place. That would be my 3. And it has a value of 3/100ths. In our last chart, we're going to write each number in expanded form in both decimal and fraction notation. The first problem has been done for us. So you can see they started with the number 15 and 43/100ths and wrote it as a mixed numeral. To show that in fraction notation, we would show that the 1 in the tens place is 1 times 10. The 5 in the ones place is 5 times 1. The 4 in the tenths place is 4 times 1/10, and the 3 in the hundredths place is 3 times 1/100th. And that whole process has been simplified below it. 1 times 10 is 10, 5 times 1 is 5, 4 times 1/10 is 4/10, and 3 times 1/100th is 3/100ths. In the decimal notation, we start off the same way for our whole numbers. We have 1 times 10, 5 times 1. Now for the 4, we're going to multiply it times 1/10 as a decimal. That would give us 4/10. And for our 3, we'll multiply that by 1/100th as a decimal, and that would give us 3/100ths. So let's do the same thing for our next number. Here we have 38 and 9/100ths. as a mixed numeral, that would be 38 and 9/100ths. In fraction notation, the 3 would mean 3 times 10. The 8 would be 8 times 1. We don't have any tenths, so we're just going to skip that place value and move right to 9 times 1/100th for the 9 in the decimal. So 3 times 10 is 30, 8 times 1 is 8, and 9 times 1/100th is 9/100ths. Over on the decimal notation side, we'll start off the same way with our whole numbers. 3 times 10 is 30, plus 8 times 1 is 8. Now I'm going to take 9 times 1/100th written as the decimal. This still gives me 30 plus 8 plus 9/100ths in decimal form. Let's look at one more problem. Here we have 50 and 2/10ths. As a mixed numeral, the 50 would be the whole number and 2/10ths would be the fraction. In expanded form, that means I would take 5 times 10 to show the 50. I don't have any ones, so I can skip that section of the notation. We'll move right to our 2, and that means I would take 2 times 1/10. 5 times 10 is 50. 2 times 1/10 is 2/10ths. And in decimal notation, we'll start off the same way. We'll say 5 times 10 to get our 50, but now we'll take 2 times 1/10 written as a decimal. That would be 50 plus 2/10ths. So there's our connection between our fractions and our decimals in expanded form.